Hello, Mr. Amari here with another tutorial. Today I'm going to do a short tutorial where I show you how to use the Google Drawing tool on your Google Classroom. There may be times when you have an assignment where instead of a Google Doc, your teacher attaches a Google Drawing. Google Drawing is a way for you to be able to make a visual representation and to draw directly onto your computer for certain assignments. Let's take a look at an assignment where you're asked to draw a graph. Just like with your Google Documents, a Google Drawing will show up as an attachment on your assignment when you look at your classwork. If your teacher wants you to create your own individual drawing, you will have a drawing attached to your document that has your name and with the name of the drawing on it. In this case, this says Graph 1. For you, it would have your name and then Graph 1. That's letting you know that you have your own personal copy of it that you'll be able to turn in. Once you click on it, it'll bring you to this screen. Now, the teacher who would assign this already put a graph ready for you to start filling out here on the screen. And let's say in the assignment, my teacher has given me certain points they want me to plot on the graph. In order to do this, all I have to do is go up to my toolbar up here on the top left and see where it has the Select Line tool. You'll see that there's a lot of different types of lines depending on what you need to draw. You can have an arrowed line to show that a line goes on forever. You can have a line segment line. You can even have curved connectors and polygons and things like that. Honestly, for most of what you're going to use, you're probably just going to click the line button, and that's pretty simple. Let's say the teacher wanted me to have, -1 to 1x, and then y1 as well. I can click over here. I can just draw, and it'll draw the line. Now, you can, of course, change the color of the line by going right up here. Notice how my line doesn't really stand out against the color because it's also black like the graph is. I can click over here and make this any color that I want. I can also change the line weight, which is the thickness of the line, to make it stand out a little more. This way, it's a little easier for my teacher to see where I put the line. You can also add shapes if for any reason your assignment needs you to add shapes. There's the shape tool button up here. You have shapes, arrows, callouts, which are kind of like word balloons that you can put down and then put a text box into. There's even an equation section where if your teacher's asking you to write out a specific equation, it has all the different tools you'll need here to be able to write different equations. In order to do any of these, all you have to do is go and select the shape that you want to put out. You click on it, you left click and hold, and then drag to the proper size that you want. See how it makes the outline for me? It'll show me exactly where it's going to go, and then boom, it'll make the shape for me. Now with these shapes, you can change the color of both the fill, which is the inside of it. You can make it transparent so there's no fill. You can make it so it's really any color on the inside. Say I want to make this one green because I like green. And then of course you have the border color as well, so I can go ahead and I can make the line around the triangle anything I want it to be. Gives you a lot of flexibility on what you can make your drawing look like. You also have the option of putting in a text box. Let's say your teacher wants you not only to draw on the graph, but wants you to type in an explanation of why you put the plot points where you put them. You can always click on the text box, and then the same way as you did the different shapes, you would just left click and hold, make a space, and then boom, you have a text box that you can then type into to put your answer. Now once you have this, you can actually also change the shape and size of the text box. The little solid boxes that are along the border of the bigger box are what are called bounding boxes. All you have to do is left click on one of the bounding boxes and you can change the shape and orientation of any of the shapes that has a bounding box. It's the same way for your shapes. With the line segment, because it's just a single line, you can always extend or change the angle of the line just by clicking on the little circle at the end of it. So you can always adjust it once you put it down. You don't have to worry, oh, I put it down in the wrong place. It can always be adjusted. One of the things you can also do is, let's say you did this by hand. You prefer to draw it by hand, you didn't want to do it on the computer, and you have this nice drawing that you've done, and you've taken a picture of it and you've saved it on your computer. Or let's say you did it on Microsoft Paint on your computer, or any other program you're comfortable with, but you have it saved on your computer or on your phone, whatever device you're doing this on, and you'd like to attach it instead of drawing directly onto this. To do that, you'd simply go to the Insert Image tool, you'd click on it, and then Upload from Computer. Once you do that, you'd select your pre-done assignment that you've already done on your computer, and it'll upload it, and it'll work the same way as any other shape that you've gone ahead and put on here. You can just go ahead and make the size different by grabbing one of those boxes, and there I have the picture that I wanted to upload. Once you're done with all this, of course, you're going to want to hit the Turn In button. I don't have a Turn In button because I'm logged in as a teacher, not as a student, but your Turn In button should be over here in the top right corner. Please make sure you hit the Turn In button, otherwise your teacher won't see the attachment. Thank you again for watching. I hope this was helpful, and as always, I hope you're having a great day.